Welcome to Land Navigation for Search and Rescue. This video is part of a series designed to assist SAR volunteers in acquiring skills essential for safe, effective land navigation in a search and rescue environment. Avenza Maps is a free app for your cell phone or iPad device. TopoView is a USGS website that can be accessed using this URL, or you can search the web for TopoView, or for your cell phone or iPad you can use this QR code. Okay, let's access TopoView from the web by searching for TopoView. Then we get this website, the USGS website, and we're going to click on Get Maps. Then when we get Maps, we see a overview map of the United States, and we can zoom into an area of interest and we'll get some maps. Let's choose an area of interest and double click on the map. Now we get a menu which shows us how many maps are available in that area. And in this case, we've identified Mount St. Helens as one we're interested in. And so we can see a preview map, and if we click on that preview map, it'll open up into a larger image, and you can actually enlarge that and look around on the map and decide if that's the one you want. Now that we've chosen to use the Mount St. Helens map, and we want to use it in Avenza for the live tracking with the GPS, we need to download the PDF file. So you click on the PDF file and it downloads it, and on your device you will see this next image. At the bottom of the image is an icon, and when you click on this icon, it will give you options to store the map as a file or to make it available in Avenza, in addition to other options. You might want to email it to somebody. So we've chosen to open the file in Avenza. So the next image you get is this listing of the maps that are available to you in Avenza, and here's the one for Mount St. Helens that we just opened. And oh, by the way, for the free version of Avenza, you are limited to only 3 active maps, but I haven't found that to be a problem. But if you want to pay a little more on a monthly basis, you can have considerably more maps and considerably more options with Avenza. So we click on this file and it opens in Avenza, and if you're outside where you can get the GPS reception, it will show your location on the map with the blue dot. Now you're located and Avenza is tracking your location. Take a look at Avenza GPS tracking my iPhone. In this example, I'm in my truck so that the motion is easier to see. Avenza is running offline, no cell or Wi-Fi required. Considering that there are hundreds, if not thousands, of GeoPDF files available online for free, this Avenza application is a pretty cool deal. So let's take another look at TopoView, and we're going to use my PC because I think you can get a better view, a better understanding of how it works and of the great variety of maps and the options available with those maps. So we're going to zoom in on an area. We'll just pick an area someplace and double click, and of course we get the list of maps. Now you can see this, I think, quite a bit. How many maps there are available? It's quite a few. Well, it says there are 16 maps available right there. So, and I'm going to slide over to the 1960s, 70s, and I want 1 to 24,000 scale maps. So it's interesting, they show you all of the surrounding maps. Now on my iPhone, I was able to click on this and get a view of the map on the iPhone, and I could zoom in and look at it. What we showed you earlier was that we could download the GeoPDF file to the iPhone and use Avenza to track ourselves with the GPS of the iPhone. Also in TopoView, you can download this KMZ file, and the KMZ file, which you can open, and it opens up in Google Earth, which I find amazing. So we're going to open this in Google Earth, just so you can see how that works. And I like being able to see the U.S. National Grid, military grid reference system as it's laid down upon the United States. But here we are zooming into the area we've chosen with the KLM file, and we're going to see the map. And this map is now sort of laid upon, wrapped upon the Google Earth image. If you want to click back and forth between the map, say we're going to look at Torrey Butte, we can click that off, and there's Torrey Butte. Click it back on. Now what's interesting about this is I can click on terrain, and when you click on terrain, you get more of a, if you could see, you get more of a 3D image, or can see more of a 3D kind of a view, which I think is pretty interesting, and it's also extremely helpful if you're trying to understand topography and how contour lines fit on the topography. So KMZ files are cool. They wrap the topographic map onto the Earth, onto Google Earth. So I just thought it was something else you might like to look at. Now, one thing I have noticed with the, I'm going to get out of this, turn that off. See if I can get out of Google Earth somehow. I've forgotten how to do that. Anyway, what I wanted to say was when you're let's go back here. Yeah, when you're on the TopoView and you're looking at the maps available, sometimes there's a Forest Service map available, and most times there's not. So don't be limited to the maps available in TopoView. There are other useful, important maps available from the BLM and the Forest Service, which you will not find on this website, as good as it is. Here's one final observation for you. Remember earlier we talked about uploading the GeoPDF file and having options to copy to Avenza or to save the file. Well, in this case, we're going to save the file and we're going to use it later. Earlier, we saved the GeoPDF file to the file folder on the iPhone. Now we want to use it. So we click on the files and open it, and we get this view. And if you click on the file, it opens in Avenza, and off you go. So I found this to be an interesting idea. I mean, you could have more than 3 files on your iPhone in a folder and use them in Avenza. So more files, more capacity with the free version of Avenza if you use this option.